We've been running through with all the things that are different here, like what were they all? Chad's good at it.
We were talking about them before, yeah. There's a few we want to steal, like we call a drugstore a chemist, or footpath is the sidewalk.
Yeah, all the
other little ones are
we call a diaper a nappy.
Yeah.
A nappy. Australian words, they're all swear words, the ones that I like.
Yeah, or really sort of.
We tend to shorten everything and make it like put O on the end as well. I'm Simon.
And I'm Will.
And we're from the Holidays. Yeah, we've been around for a few years, I suppose. We met in high school, Will and I did, and met the other guys first year of college, I suppose you call it. We started the band really as just an escape from studying and whatever degrees we were doing at the time.
I guess a bit of a mutual love of music as well.
Yeah.
We've been to a few gigs together and, you know, realised a few of us could play instruments.
Yeah, so it was really just a hobby, and then I think things got serious when we got offered a gig. We didn't really have a name or anything, but yeah, it got more and more serious from there. We really kind of like, we've taken on a percussionist, and we really like that sort of Manchester sort of dancey grooves. Well, not necessarily dancey grooves, but you know, percussive grooves, bongos, congas, and then you know, like Remain in Light era Talking Heads stuff, lots of percussion and yeah.
Our drummer especially is really into hip hop, and he sort of makes his own beats a lot, but a few of the songs have sort of taken on some really hip hop kind of
I think there's a lot of room to move in there, like with you know, using those that kind of hand percussion stuff, and then you know, bass heavy kind of grooves, like Primal Scream kind of Happy Mondays sort of feel. Pretty eclectic, I guess. We spent the summer in Australia playing festivals around the country, and you get the strangest mix of people, like all demographics and age groups, I guess. But it's cool that I guess we appeal to the music people and to the non-music people, I guess, as well. I don't know what to make of that, but yeah, I mean, Australia doesn't really have like a Brooklyn kind of thing, so. Or Williamsburg kind of thing, like there's no like key demographic of hipsters that you're in with or you're out with, so it's weird to become a big band in Australia. You have to really be across everyone, which is not hard because there's not that many people, but you know.
It's a big area to cover.
Yeah. We've made an album ourselves, pretty much. We tried studios and stuff like that, but we ended up building our own and basically figuring out how to produce a record, and like I said before, kind of just experimenting and trying different things. It was a learning curve, and kind of learnt how to be a producer in the process, but I don't think we do it any other way now. Like, we're very DIY, I guess. But yeah, the record is a huge mix of kind of sounds and influences.
I think some of the like more interesting stuff stuff we've recorded is probably like something you know, a big shot producer would like frown at, like the way we recorded it, would be like, oh, you know, like
cheap, crappy stuff with bad setups. But
we recorded lots of vocals in your house with birds chirping everywhere, and but it ends up
people turning
really
the kitchen tap on and off.
Yeah.
But it's like,
it adds to it all.
I think if you're outside the confines of a studio, you really have freedom to do weird stuff and interesting stuff. So yeah, we're not really studio dwellers these days. I think we've become more adventurous, really.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, refined what we like, but you know, what we like is kind of having a wide palette of sounds and instruments. I think using, you know, 2 guitars, a bass and drums, you know, it worked for the Strokes.
It was kind of what was happening
it's boring to us.
Like when we started, that was kind of what was happening, and that was what we were confident with. But before we did this album, you know, we went and bought some synths and lots of percussion and
expanded toys.
Whatever, like you know, drum machines, and just learn how to.
I think it's
visually
visually interesting as well to see a band live that are doing a lot of things. You know, got their hands full. It's kind of keeps it. I don't know, maybe I'm a music nerd, but it keeps me interested.
You see, alright, save some face, don't fall from grace.
I don't know, America's kind of weird and daunting to us because it exists in so many different ways. Like I said, we were in Brooklyn the other night, and you know that was great, and its own real own community. And then we did Las Vegas, which was just the absolute opposite, really. And I guess making it in America would be such a huge blanket coverage of, you know, so many different people that it seems, yeah.
And it kind of feels like touring here is like, you know, there's enough. In 3 days, we played in 3 cities that are equally as big as any Australian city, like Vegas, Austin.
Big.
You know, it's big. You can do a tour that's actually a proper tour.
Yeah, you can do a 3-month tour and be hitting cities everywhere. Yeah. You know, we do a 3-week tour in Australia and we've hit all the major spots. You know, so it's
we hit a bunch of country towns as well. But yeah.
Well, it starts here and just spreads. Well, we played 2 shows in New York, and so I think we've taken New York.
One in Vegas.
Beyond here, I don't know. It's scary touring this country because it's so big, like we said. But I guess we'd like to get out there to the other cities eventually and start making fans.
We like to, you know, I like to think we're a hard-working band. We'd be happy to just hop in a tour bus and drive around the country for 3 months, playing with another band, whatever. Like, you know.
I like to think we could put up with that and survive it, but I guess you have to.
Hey, we're the Holidays. Check out our show on Baeblemusic.com.